Present simple tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
It makes.
Really? What does it make?
Well, it makes a noise.
That's amazing. Which noise does it make?
Actually, it makes the loudest noise.
Wow, that's amazing.
Present continuous tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
It is making.
Really? What is it making?
Well, it is making a noise.
Are you sure? Which noise is it making?
Well, it is making the loudest noise.
That's amazing.
Past continuous tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
It was making.
Really? What was it making?
Well, it was making a noise.
Are you sure? Which noise was it making?
Actually, it was making the loudest noise.
Wow, that's amazing.
Present perfect tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
It has made.
Really? What has it made?
Well, it has made a noise.
Are you sure? Which noise has it made?
Actually, it has made the loudest noise.
Wow, that's amazing. Present perfect continuous. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
It has been making.
Really? What has it been making?
Well, it has been making a noise.
Seriously? Which noise has it been making?
Actually, it has been making the loudest noise.
That's wonderful.
Past simple. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
It made.
Really? What did it make?
Well, it made a noise.
Seriously? Which noise did it make?
Actually, it made the loudest noise.
That sounds nice.
Past perfect. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
It had made.
Really? What had it made?
Well, it had made a noise.
Seriously? Which noise had it made?
Actually, it had made the loudest noise.
That sounds nice.
Which is simple. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
It will make.
Really? What will it make?
Well, it will make a noise.
Seriously? Which noise will it make?
Actually, it will make the loudest noise.
That sounds amazing. Present simple tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
They meet.
Really? What do they meet?
Well, they meet a dog.
Seriously? Which dog do they meet?
Actually, they meet a big dog.
That's amazing.
Present continuous tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
They are meeting.
Really? What are they meeting?
Well, they are meeting a dog.
Seriously? Which dog are they meeting?
Actually, they are meeting a big dog.
That's amazing.
Past continuous tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
They were meeting.
Really? What were they meeting?
Well, they were meeting a dog.
Seriously? Which dog were they meeting?
Actually, they were meeting a big dog.
That's amazing.
Present perfect tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
They have met.
Really? What have they met?
Well, they have met a dog.
Seriously? Which dog have they met?
Actually, they have met a big dog.
That sounds great. Present perfect continuous. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
They have been meeting.
Really? What have they been meeting?
Well, they have been meeting a dog.
Seriously? Which dog have they been meeting?
Actually, they have been meeting the big dog.
That sounds amazing.
Past simple. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
They met.
Really? What did they meet?
Well, they met the dog.
Seriously? Which dog did they meet?
Actually, they met the big dog.
That sounds interesting.
Past perfect. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
They had met.
Really? What had they met?
Well, they had met the dog.
Seriously? Which dog had they met?
Well, they had met a big dog.
That sounds interesting.
Which is simple. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
They will meet.
Really? What will they meet?
Well, they will meet the dog.
Seriously? Which dog will they meet?
Actually, they will meet the big dog.
Wow, that sounds nice. Present simple tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
I put.
Really? What do you put on?
Well, I put on my shoes.
Wonderful. Which shoes do you put on?
Well, I put on my black shoes.
That's beautiful.
Present continuous tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
I am putting.
Really? What are you putting?
Well, I am putting my shoes.
That's beautiful. Which shoes do you putting on?
Well, I'm putting on my black shoes.
That's beautiful.
Past continuous tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
I was putting.
Really? What were you putting on?
Well, I was putting on my shoes.
Wonderful. Which shoes were you putting on?
Actually, I was putting on my black shoes.
That's beautiful.
Present perfect tense. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
I have put.
Really? What have you put on?
Well, I have put on my shoes.
Wonderful. Which shoes have you put on?
Actually, I have put on my black shoes.
That's beautiful. Present perfect continuous. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine,
I
thanks.
have been putting.
Really? What have you been putting on?
Well, I have been putting on shoes.
That sounds nice. Which shoes have you been putting on?
Well, I have been putting on black shoes.
That sounds interesting.
Past simple. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
I put.
Really? What did you put?
Well, I put on shoes.
That sounds nice. Which shoes did you put?
Well, I put on black shoes.
That sounds wonderful.
Past perfect. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
I had put.
Really? What had you put on?
Well, I had put on shoes.
Seriously? Which shoes had you put on?
Actually, I have put on black shoes.
That sounds nice.
Which is simple. Excuse me?
Yes, please.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
I will put.
Really? What will you put?
Well, I will put on shoes.
That sounds nice. Which shoes will you put on?
Actually, I will put on black shoes.
That sounds nice.